Go. Welcome. We are here to discuss policies, I believe.
I agree with some of Trump's policies, but some of them are more to the extreme side. So those are the ones I kind of, I'm a bit against.
Okay,
But
like what? Which policies are you against and which policies are you
so for example, I'm completely against the Common Core policy because I feel like that's been working for a while now. So why change something that's already working? I think we need policies that are already in place. People do need to meet certain standards.
Like his second one says he wants to fix education's 26th standard in the world, but if you're gonna end Common Core, then people just aren't gonna learn, and then we're gonna go down.
Yeah, what's his solution for it? What's he gonna install instead of the Common Core?
It's kind of like how Clinton's just I'm gonna rebuild America's schools.
It sounds so perfect, but why change something that's already been working?
Yeah, except for maybe homework. Maybe we should.
Yeah, there are some things like that should be.
And Clinton thinks that they should dismantle school prison pipelines. She also thinks opportunities to learn comp sci, which makes sense because there's a lot of jobs open if you know computer science skills, and maybe that'll solve people that don't have jobs and stuff, they'll have jobs now because they know basic computer science skills.
Yeah, and as far as I'm concerned, technology is already a part of Common Core, and I mean that's working out because there's a lot of yes, we have a lot of competitors that we need to beat out in the world, many East Asian countries that are ahead of us in education.
Mm-hmm.
So Common Core is working. We just need to make it better, not completely end it.
Not completely end, yeah, because I feel if you completely, maybe even make it harder, make Common Core, remember when we went from tax testing to star testing, and that was the point was to make us smarter because we would be working towards a higher goal, but the star test passing rate is a 30 something, so maybe work on that.
Yeah. Instead of completely ending it, just redo the standardized testing, redo the way it's taught in general, I think would work instead of completely ending it.
Clinton's policies for colleges. Every student should have option to graduate from public school or university in state without taking on debt.
I kind of disagree with this one just for tax reasons. So how are these universities gonna pay to host these students? I mean, if the government pays for it, where's that money gonna come from?
Yeah, they need taxes.
Right.
It's a fund.
And then that would increase taxes. There's a lot of economic reasons that I disagree with this.
I guess. Yeah, you're right.
And don't get me wrong, I like free community college, free college, free university. That'd be awesome, but it's kind of impossible to do without having taxes skyrocket or taking money from some other place where it could be better used.
Yeah, I think the only way community colleges could be free tuition would be with taxes. You would have to pay taxes.
Right.
Sort of how public school works, where it functions with taxes.
Mm-hmm. She also wants to make community colleges offer free tuition. I feel like that's less as hard to do as making everything free, getting a dorm and paying for food, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, I agree also.
I think that free tuition might be a possibility in the future, but for right now, it should be easier to at least reduce tuition, help pay for tuition.
Yeah, I also agree because not everybody has the money.
Right.
Especially if, they're spending most of their time on college, they don't have a career or anything.
Right.
That's why student loans are a thing.
Yeah, it can be very difficult to pay back those loans.
Clinton's is expand background check, which is prevent the Charleston loophole, which references to buying guns at gun shows. Because you don't have to provide
Yeah, it makes it more
background check.
difficult to purchase guns, yeah.
Purchase guns and keep them out of the government. Keep guns out of the hands of the mentally ill, domestic abusers, and other violent.
That's pretty obvious, I guess, because you obviously don't want mentally insane people to own guns.
And then, does Trump have a response? Probably does. Trump seems to be just, government doesn't have business dictating, you can have a permit just like you have a driver's license.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, is kind of how gun licenses are already issued now, and then allow military to carry guns even on base to build a stronger military.
So, but the government doesn't really dictate who can have what type of guns, then who is going to dictate? That's the question.
Yeah, I mean, the government, all of the regulations on like you can't own a giant machine gun. It comes from the government, so I don't know like what would be the point of letting people have giant machine guns.
Interesting.